Hello Virgo, and welcome to your March tarot reading. I hope that February's been okay with you and you've been able to keep your peace and balance. I'm going to draw some cards now for you to have a look at the energies for March. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles trying to come out. I would really appreciate it if you haven't already to click the subscribe button. I would love to hear or read your comments on the videos to see how they resonated with you, if they did. And if you feel able to click like and share, I would be very grateful. Okay, so far we have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, Virgo. So this is all about your work and foundation. Thank you, Spirit. Please. Okay. There's quite a lot here, Virgo, so I'm going to shuffle again. Thank you, Spirit. Please give us those energies if they were correct. Another 5 cards out, so I'm going to keep shuffling and try and center the energy. Alright, so we've got the Six of Swords and the Magician. We get there eventually. There we go. Going for another 3 cards now, Virgo. So we have the Ten of Wands and the Emperor. One more card, Virgo. We've got the Ten of Cups and the Lover's card that came out together. So I'm going to keep both of those and I'm going to put the Ten of Cups up here as your crowning card, Virgo. The Ten of Cups speaks about the peak of abundance, the happy families, the balance of love in life and joy and peace and satisfaction. And so perhaps this is what we are working towards here, Virgo, is trying to get that ultimate prize. Let's have a look at the rest of the cards and see where they're taking you. The Knight of Pentacles talks about slow and steady growth. He is the only knight in the deck who actually isn't on his horse. So there's a wisdom here in that he knows when to ride his horse and when not. He knows how to determine what is good to keep him moving forward at a steady pace. So have a look around you to see where you know, you're applying this logic, this wisdom. Perhaps, Virgo, I know that you're very meticulous in what you do and how you do things. So perhaps there needs to be a return to this steadiness if you felt an amount of pressure lately, is to kind of drive forward with this slow, steady movement. King of Pentacles brings you that wisdom and that insight. He knows how to manifest. There is a very instinctive way of moving and creating his foundation and his abundance. He has the ability to draw upon all of his resources to create that which he needs. And so, Virgo, I know that you being an earth sign, you have this ability to draw upon all that is innate within you to create your wealth and your abundance. So the Seven of Pentacles next to that shows me that there's been a certain amount of hard work that has gone on, but a slight dissatisfaction in the harvest. Sometimes we kind of get to a certain point and we think we should have made it by now. And actually the road is somewhat longer than we think, and sometimes those foundation stones need a review. They need to be reconsidered. And so the Seven of Pentacles is saying, step back away from what you have and what you're doing and kind of give it a little review and have a think about how best to move forward now with the wisdom of the King of Pentacles. So as much as you're working very hard, it's time to kind of analyze where you know, things can improve. So the Six of Swords talks about leaving behind toxic scenarios, leaving behind baggage, change. It's also a rite of passage. So given the previous cards, if I take it as a rite of passage, it means that you've kind of done your due diligence and you've put in the foundation here. There may well be, or may have been, a situation where you've been undermined, or you've been under attack in some way, and you're tired of that scenario. So you may well have moved out of one job and be looking for much calmer shores, and it looks like you're going to get just what you need. The Magician shows me that you have all of the elements at your disposal to create that which you desire. Traditionally in the Magician card, he has all of the tools on his table: the swords, the wands, the cups and the pentacles. And so it shows, especially with the infinity symbol, that you have this ability to manifest what you need. With the earth kind of element, the earth element of Virgo is also a very strong manifester. So look to your skills to kind of fine-tune how you're going to deliver, what it is that you want, and how you're going to create the steps forward. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands talks about a heavy burden that is about to be released. It seems, maybe Virgo, that you've been carrying a lot of things, or maybe a lot of people, and this is coming to an end now. You may not see that the end is in sight, but it most certainly is, because I feel like you have made a move to create that new cycle. The Emperor comes in now, full of kind of motivation and passion, and a whole lot of fire in order to kind of burn away that which no longer serves and to recreate. The Emperor is Aries energy, so this is all very kind of visionary. I want to say childlike, but children have a kind of a knack of daydreaming or visioning what they want to create, and we have that very energy here. So it's with that pure fire that you're going to be moving forward into your next cycle. The Lover's card is interesting because, as well as it talking about relationship, it talks about the relationship with self, the personal alchemy, the balance between your masculine and feminine. I've had this quite a lot for March readings, and it seems that we're all doing a little bit of fine-tuning to kind of be inside what we want on the outside. So have a look at where you're leaning in terms of your masculine or feminine, to see whether you can rebalance this. I'm going to pull some clarification cards for you now, Virgo. Spirit, please show us some clarity on the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, that's quite a few too many. Bear with me, Virgo. Thank you. Oh, two. Okay. So we have the Eight of Swords and the Magician again. Okay. There's a bunch that came out together, and I'm just going to have a look, because, yes, I have a feeling they're intended. So we have the... Let's see if I can make sense. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So I have the Victory card. I'm going to put over the Seven of Pentacles. I have the Ace of Pentacles over the King of the Six of Swords. I have the Ten of Pentacles over the Magician, and I have the Page of Cups over the Ten of Wands. I may shift them around. I'm not sure what the last two, speaking of which, cards may be. Okay, that makes sense. Eight of Wands. This one doesn't want to go in. And we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. So now we have the Eight of Swords, speaking about a feeling of being trapped. And usually this bind that we get into is of our own making. The swords indicate mental processes. The way that you think is kind of tying you down or holding you back. Now in this card, if you notice, she has a blindfold on. So if she removes the blindfold, or figuratively, if she decides to see, clearly, then she has a way of escaping this kind of imprisonment. On the ground by her feet there is water to indicate a certain amount of intuition and connectedness. So all she has to do is kind of drop out of the mind and the mental play, and kind of resort to her instinct, her inner knowing, and she will be able to release herself. So Virgo, if you're too much in your head, which I know that you're prone to be, have a look at where you're holding yourself back in terms of maybe self-worth or value, or whether it's going to work or not, and how to do. So there's many considerations to have mentally, and perhaps you need to kind of just step back and look at the fundamentals. The Magician card over the King of Pentacles is very good to see, because again it shows me that you have all the tools at your disposal to bring about that which you desire. You will be able to manifest. There's a huge amount of power there with the King and the Magician. Over the Six of Wands I have victory. Over the Seven of Pentacles rather, I have the Six of Wands of victory. And the Victory card, the Six has always come after a very difficult period in our lives, and they kind of put a balm or a healing on the troubles that we've been in. Sorry about that, Virgo. I have a building site near me, so it does get a bit noisy sometimes. So as I was saying, the Six of Wands is a victory card. It's your reward after the hard work. The Seven of Pentacles, as I say, sometimes is a little disappointing, but actually there are many blessings for you to count here. You do have some means to move forward. You have some growth there to continue with. The Ace of Pentacles coming over the Six of Swords is really good to see too. We have the brand new start in terms of finances here. So perhaps where you've been has not been kind of satisfying to you. It hasn't kind of given you, or hasn't seen your value enough. And maybe you've just kind of seen an idea, or you have a vision of a business and you'd like to make a new start, and here's your new start right there. The Ten of Pentacles coming over the Magician card. I really like the Ten of Pentacles because it has a great warmth to it, and it's also about collaboration. It's about teamwork, building foundations, a sharing of the wealth, the abundance and the security that we all look for. So Virgo, it looks like you're going to be manifesting your security and your joy here. The Page of Cups coming over the Ten of Wands. The Page of Cups comes in with an offer, and sometimes in readings, or a lot of times in readings, it's an offer of love, but it's also an offer of sustenance, because the cup that he holds has a fish in it. So to me, it's almost like, okay, you've been through all of this stress and struggle, and there is some sustenance, and there's an offer here of help and respite at the end of that cycle, at the end of that journey. You will be rewarded here. So the Eight of Wands, I was saying the Emperor has a huge amount of energy and passion, and the Eight of Wands will clarify or kind of back that up. The Eight of Wands is about fast forward movement. So you're definitely moving fast towards your new goal, Virgo. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are some new kind of projects coming in for you. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, again, we've got this 8 symbol with the Magician, with the Wands, with the cups here. Over the Lover's card, it talks about going in search of that which is missing. And so perhaps this kind of personal alchemy, or the alchemy going on outside of yourself to do with partnerships, and any kind of duality, kind of work and home. There's going to be a balance coming through. You're going to go and find that which makes you happy. I'm going to get 2 advice for you cards. Sorry, shall I say that the right way around? I'm going to get 2 advice cards for you now. Okay, and I'll find you one more. Give me advice of, thank you, Virgo. Wow, okay. It's all about the new for you, Virgo. We have the new vision and intensity. The new vision speaks about kind of coming into your own. There is a figure down at the bottom of this card that seems kind of worn out and overburdened. But he kind of develops into this being with wings. He develops into this supreme being. If you notice, there is a square, a triangle and a circle here, indicating all of the elements and sacred geometry. So there is very much a fated or energy or a destiny here in this move and this shift for you. So look towards all of the elements around you to draw together and to become, Virgo. The intensity is a little bit like the 8 of Wands, in that you will have supreme focus in this endeavour, and to me that means it will be manifesting for you. I will have a look and try and draw you a outcome card for March now, Virgo. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is about being discerning in what you're choosing, in the abundance that you're looking for, the satisfaction, the emotion. Sometimes we have many opportunities and offers in front of us, and we can choose the wrong thing. We can choose something that perhaps on the surface or in shallow terms looks to be what we want, but ends up being something that we definitely don't want. And so it's asking you to consider carefully. So I want to go all the way back to the beginning of your reading and talk about slow and steady growth, and say, remember to consider carefully, look at the root of where you're going and what you're choosing and what's on the table, and make your choices carefully. I do believe you will be able to get through all of the layers and discern very well, Virgo. So thank you very much for joining me. I'll leave your reading there for today. Thank you.